We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word NETS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game.
A reminder that you can still join us for any upcoming Nets home game or the year ticket time.
Up next, the Knicks taking on the Nets. For the New York Knicks, they've shown no fear this season. Now on the road against one of their toughest tests yet. You can bet they're salivating at the chance to cement their elite standing in this league. Nets, Knicks on 2K Sports.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never defeat you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with? So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you fucking walk before you. So they say.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Cam Thomas.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Now, New York starting 5. They've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the 4. And for the Nets, Cam Thomas out there with DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Cameron Johnson. Then there's Sharp. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position. Now that we're at the midway point of the season, Richard, what do you say to teams near the top of the standings?
That it's not how you start, it's how you finish. We've got plenty of season left, and even though they've played well so far, you can't afford to get complacent.
Here we go. And it's the Knicks to start out. And here's Reed. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Screen by Bridges. Reed can't hit. Brooklyn with the ball. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Here's Melton following the bucket by the Knicks. From deep, Johnson nails it from 3.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
Brunson passes to Reed. Gets the 3 ball to go. Reed's got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Thomas. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Now Reed fires the 3. And again, New York with the triple. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far.
First personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Melton outside. There's a screen. To the inside. Sharp, no good. New York has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Reed can't hit. The Nets have gone 1 for 3 so far. And the Nets, one of a handful of franchises to have never won an NBA title, RJ.
I was fortunate to be on those Nets finals teams in 2002 and 2003. The combination of Durant, Harden, and Irving was supposed to end that drought and save this Nets franchise, but it was not to be.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Reed's gone an efficient 3 for 5 from three-point range. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Sharp passes to Johnson. Here's Wilson looking to win the run. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Dean, their last time out against the Hawks, had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And the Nets making a change here. Williams is checked in. Johnson passes to Sharp. Melton outside. Back to Sharp. Pass to Johnson. Williams on the wing. Melton against Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. And it's now 32 games, approaching the 71-72 Lakers. A famed season indeed.
And while this has been a legendary run, this group seems to have a gift of the collective mentality to know that all of these wins don't matter if they don't bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy when the season is all said and done. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
And some changes here for New York. Achua's checked in for Towns. Strus comes in for Anunoby, and it's McBride in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's Melton. Last game for him, he picked up 13. To win the drought. Reed with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
From downtown, and again New York with the triple.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Williams misses.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Inside. That shot off. Achua with some nice D. Knicks leading by 20. Outside Reed. From deep. Bucket. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your hype squad. Who wants a t-shirt? Come on!
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Watford comes in for Johnson. Wilson's checked in for Thomas. And it's...
Substitutions on the court.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
Williams against Bridges. Outside, Williams. Johnson a screen on Bridges. Williams misses.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Trendon Watford is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Johnson. Then it's Williams. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5. Reed, good.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Now Now here's Johnson. He was another key contributor in that win against Oklahoma City. Pass to Wilson. Clock at 6. Now here's Watford from the arc. The rebound by Kolek. Here's Reed. The next rebound. Count that bucket. Towns has got 7 points in the game.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Ooh, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
It's good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Martin comes in for Wilson, and Cam Thomas subbed in for Williams. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Shamit's checked in. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Watford. Fires for 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Here's New York. This run now up to 13-2. Reed can't hit. Here's Towns. And he lays it up and in. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Now Reed, Watford covering. And the shot goes. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Knicks.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success. And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Wilson comes in for Martin. The Knicks have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Reed for 3. Sinks it from distance. Reed's got 42 in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Johnson. Back to Johnson. Over Brunson. Brooklyn, no good that time either. And here's New York now. They're on a 20-3 run. Oh, got that one up quick. Reed's got 44.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Brooklyn, no good that time either. New York has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And that one's good. Thomas has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Graceful touch on the teardrop. Whoop. Thomas showing how under control he is.
Reed for 3. Drops in the 3.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Thomas to the left side wing. Off with the layup. Good if it goes. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's New York making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be back in a moment.
Please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Time is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front? And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
So it's like from the backcourt, maybe like from the corner?
Okay, let me do this over, okay?
Yeah, because I'm kind of
From the opposite end. Oh, wait, we ran out of time for the segment. Can't even ask the question.
See,
Too
Kenny?
bad. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the New York Knicks.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Brooklyn with the ball. And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. We've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Reed in at the power forward position. Reed for three. Can't get it to drop. Well, the Nets shooting just 24% on this one. Not great. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Bridges with it, and it's Thomas picking him up. Fast break, New York. Launches a three. Hits yet again. Wow!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Johnson. Off the mark there with a three.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Outside Reed. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Well, Richard, he's the Iron Man of the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges takes pride in being available on a nightly basis.
We've all heard it before. The best ability is availability. And Bridges does whatever it takes to not miss games. More teams need to take this mindset.
Melton outside. Shot clock at 6. Sharp a screen on Brunson. Here's Melton. Jump shot is good that time.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Outside Reed. The three is up. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Melton with the ball. And it's Brunson picking him up. A good look from Johnson.
Brooklyn foul.
McBride, who's checked in for Anunoby.
Checking into the Knicks. Number 2.
The Knicks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Reed, good.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Thomas. From deep, Melton. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Hey, let's go. Move around.
Reed for 3. And good! There's another! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Every team wants a Cam Johnson. Guys who are 6'8" can really shoot and play solid two-way defense.
Reed can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Thomas outside.
Last 2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Outside Sharp. Pass to Melton. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Melton's got 5 now.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Puts up a deep 3. Offensive board. Reed for three. Good! That's another bucket! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Outside Johnson. Reed brings the double to the inside. Shoots. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 8 now. The three is up. Oh, another one falls.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Brunson against Melton. Johnson for three. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Reed for three. And got it! Another basket! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Outside Johnson. Sharp passes to Wilson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Watford comes in for Johnson. Williams is checked in for Thomas. And it's Johnson in for Melton. Reed for three. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Williams passes to Claxton. Outside Johnson. Williams from long range. Fires in the triple. Williams has got 7.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so it's the New York Knicks, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And they're... It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Reed's checked in for New York. Shamet comes in for Payne. We've got Cameron Johnson. DeAnthony Melton out there with Cameron Thomas. Then there's Sharp. And it's Wilson in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Melton up top. Pass to Johnson, and here's Melton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. New York has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the 4th.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Knicks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
And with this victory, they have an edge in the season series at 2 games to 1, with one more game to follow against this team.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for D.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And you watch Cam Thomas. Talk about a scorer's mindset, RJ.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's proficient and efficient from all 3 levels. He is as confident as they come.
Here's Reed. Driving in. A slam dunk by Reed.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good. That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Offline with a three. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Melton outside. Lets it go from deep. The Knicks pull it in. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.